Wait. I didn't understand what you said.
You can just let me win, and it's gonna be cool.
No!
No? Oh my god, I had to try.
Please, let me win!
Okay, man. So I saw someone called you PraY. So
No, my
yeah,
Graham's gone!
sorry. I know, it hurts. Okay, man, I wish you really good luck, and let's have a good game.
Good game.
Good game.
So how does it feel that you're against me?
Well, you know,
Did you
you are
expect
my
to be against me?
ex-girlfriend, according to Reddit.
Right. It was just a fling, to be honest. Just for IEM.
Just a fling?
I'm banning CLG.
Oh my god, you're banning me out. This is ridiculous. You want us to Soraka this, or...?
Are you actually Soraka? Don't troll me, I swear.
No, I'm not Soraka.
Okay.
I'm a secret champ. I can't tell you right now because it's just so secret. It starts with a Soraka.
What happens if I win?
Well, then I'm boosted. CSM's relegated.
Am I gonna ban Anivia?
do it.
Alright.
We're doing no masteries too, right?
Yeah, nothing at all. No runes, masteries. Holy shit, this is gonna be great.
Welcome back to our continuing coverage of All-Star 2015, where just 4 players remain in their 1v1 tournament, as we just saw them talking about their intricate strats from yesterday. But now we also would like to welcome Reckless to the desk after that hella impressive performance together with Lek. Honestly, that was impressive. How did it come to be that it was so smooth?
I think the biggest impact was the fact that we were both AD carries. So I didn't necessarily have to tell him what I wanted to do. We kind of just like both had the same idea going into things. Obviously, we had some miscallings, some misWs, and sometimes we even dashed on top of people, but I think we ended up doing pretty well in the end. So I was quite surprised, actually. It was really fun to play.
Yeah.
You guys had some really good coolings, though. Like, every cooling was like, got someone to use a flash or a heal, or got him really low, or even killed him. So that was kind of impressive. I mean, it's like, just aim it once, and then you have to move. So it's...
Yeah, and also, the guy you were shooting at took like 2 seconds for him to actually use his flash to dash. So yeah, that helped out a little bit as well.
Finally, maybe, how was the communication? We saw some listen-ins, and it was all Huni all the time.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't necessarily make any calls or anything. It was just kind of like everyone just shouting, and then, yeah. Sometimes it was like, burn, 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 burn. But that was Rookie, yeah, or Huni. Those Koreans actually led the team pretty well.
Yeah, and led you guys
really
to
fun.
victory. It looked super fun, and that banked you, of course, also 100 points. Before we step outside to crown our 1v1 champion, we're going to look at the bracket because there's a lot of points there to be made as well. There we go. Bjergsen, PraY, Doublelift, and Frog in the final 4. That means that there are a maximum of 225 points for Fire to be earned and a minimum of 100. A lot on the line, Cody.
Yeah, I think Froggen may be the only one of those who's not going to play an AD carry to try and finish this out. So I'm really excited to see what he's going to play versus Bjergsen, because you were talking about the different things he's been practicing.
Actually, I was playing against Reckless in the practices behind in our player room, and he was playing some weird stuff.
Yeah, like really weird stuff.
Really weird
yeah,
stuff.
So we will definitely see something that's out of the ordinary, and I think that's great fun, because if we were just to see loser mirror matchups, it would just be...
Saw enough.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to see what he pulls out.
Yeah, and we also have to remember that this time around it is best of 3 for all the games, so different strategy coming in, who can get the upper hand there.
Also the ones? Team 1 is always best of 3?
Yes, they're all best of 3s. How do you think that will influence the strategies?
I don't think it will make much of a difference. Just give Froggen 2 attempts at his weird jumps.
We'll see. I think the players are warmed up and ready, so we're going to send it out to the 1v1 arena.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're in the home stretch, day 4 of the 1v1 tournament. There's plenty of excitement in the air as fans are rallying behind their favorite players. We've only got 4 contenders left. And here we go. We got to get into the first one. As Shox mentioned, these are best of 3s. And starting on the blue side for Team Fire, legend has it, he feeds on the tears of high elo North American mid laners, that or Pulsa. Put your hands together for Bjergsen! And his opponent on the red side from Korea's LCK, the world's finalist ADC who's climbed the ladder with his marksman might. Put your hands together for PraY! and gentlemen, may the waves be ever in your favor. Let's lock and load.
All right, here we go. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Irving DeBiz in the third here with James Stress O'Leary, and it's time for more 1v1s. However, these get a little bit harder for the players as you don't just bring out one champion. It's a best of 3. You have to have a strategy all game long, and these games definitely count.
Oh yeah, for anybody maybe that didn't catch the 1v1s before, let's quickly run over exactly how to win.
Yes.
100 CS, first blood, first tower, that's the name of the game. You've got to do it at least twice. 3 times is one too many, so it should be pretty good. As you said, strategy comes into it now. You've got to maybe have a second pick coming out.
Gotta have an ace up your sleeve. These guys have never gone for a turret. I don't know if we will see that. It usually gets a little too aggressive in the beginning of the game. But overall, we've had a lot of CS in the past few days, and that's mainly to FLICKR. See him playing in just a little bit right now. Bjerg versus PraY. These guys have had kills all across the board, so expecting another kill throughout this matchup. Getting out of this group guarantees you 50 points. Staying in this semifinal group gets you 25 points for your team. So everybody's guaranteed now 25 points. Who is going to be on the stage?
Well, it's really, really important for our second game that Team Ice pick up points, but this one is a Team Fire, Team Kill, but it guarantees one. Yeah, it does, but it's also the good side of that is it guarantees a Team Fire player in the finals. So regardless here, they will be happy. They've already bagged this half of the bracket's points. One added dynamic to today's 1 versus 1s. Previously, the 2 opponents were able to talk to each other in Champion Select. Now they can talk to each other in-game as well.
No.
So
that's fantastic.
Just in case you wanted to rub in
the
a little bit of the
mind game. It's so good.
So good.
Looks like they're in Champion Select. We'll be in there seeing what they pick and ban quite soon. There's been a lot of the Caitlyn, Kindred, Lucian, and Lulu being banned out in the past few days. Finally, a beautiful picture of Freak there over the shoulder of PraY. What a gorgeous gentleman he is. And we're going to see what these guys have for each other. Obviously, a little bit of chit-chat back and forth. We'll see if they spell anything out. The spelling bee has been a thing in the bans lately. It looks like it's just going to be a regular bans, though.
Wow, I don't know about regular. I was going to say, PraY's there like, I don't play Lux. I don't know whether you've ever seen me play this game, but it is...
I'm not going to lie. Thunderlord's Decree Lux is the bee's knees at this point. I absolutely love it.
It's
as a Lux
synergy
player.
once again. It's the double lift. Well, it was the
Lucian ban. There it is.
Yeah, the Lucian ban. So, Lucian mirror matchup is what's coming up. We just saw Reckless say, I don't want to see a Lucian mirror matchup. We've had enough of them.
But he's like, you know what? But I'll pick it. So you're the bad guy if you pick it and mirror me. And it is probably going to be that mirror. One is locked in. They'll see it once both are. And they're going to be loading into the game. So we'll have also what they're going, mainly Grasp of the Undying for these guys and the AD carries as they run through. And the Exhaust Ignite has kind of been the deal that they go through. We've seen 1v1 top lane tournaments, you know, on Twitch and stuff that people will realize Longsword pots, no, now Doran's pot, and it's evolved. But really, it's just been Grasp of the Undying, the Exhaust, and the Ignite. It's kind of sticking.
Oh yeah, it has been sticking. And you know, there's an interesting dynamic that, again, now that it's a best of 3, this will determine who has to ban Lucian in the second game. Because whoever wins on this is the better Lucian, so kind of that writes that, and it takes away a ban for game 2. Right?
How crappy would PraY feel though if he lost to Bjergsen on Lucian and then Bjergsen banned it? So he's like, you can't get that game back. No retribution there. You get nothing. That would be a bit of a mind game. A mind game on top of now being able to talk in game versus these guys. Yeah. And we'll see what they can do to each other. Blue versus red, ice versus fire, or fire versus fire, I should say. I looked at his desk, it was blue, but it is hot on the stage right now. Nar's happy, everyone's happy. You can see the crowd is packed. They're ready for some 1v1s here as the clock ticks down. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to start evening out what is going to happen here for the 1v1 finals. If Bjergsen moves on, he'll be facing either Double Lift or Froggen. If either of these two move on, I should say. And they face Double Lift or Froggen in the finals.
Those are some real tough opponents. I mean, everyone in this, we've got 2 mid laners, 2 AD carries in this setup.
That's, yeah, great
all
point,
of them
great point.
Are very well known for their mechanics. I mean, every single one of these is like, this guy's a god at his role. So now we're going to find out, is it mid laners, is it AD carries that can take the title?
Well, the 1v1 Snowdown Showdown is live. We're on to the Abyss. Bjergsen versus PraY. We'll see who comes out on top for Fire. Yes, they have to take their own teammate out, as we said before, but it's for the better. In the end, it's for the better.
In Promise. The end, yeah, it's okay. They'll all be able to rejoice in the extra points they'll get, but PraY kind of conceding the control of that bush to Bjergsen. But again, it is only a minor thing unless the Bjergsen can actually punish this. PraY will look to back off just as the wave comes in, and unless Bjergsen gets forced away, shouldn't really do too much. It will equalize out as the minion waves hit.
See where they go with this. It looks like they're just painting happy little smiley faces.
Happy face.
Happy little faces.
Putting happy little trees onto Howling Abyss.
No mistakes. There are mistakes. There very much are mistakes. All right, 1 CS each side. I don't know, PraY attacked a different minion. This may be in Bjergsen's favor now.
It may do. It actually isn't so much of a problem for PraY right now that he missed that first CS, as long as he gets the push at the same time. But that's all he's got to do is equalize, and he's actually ever so slightly ahead. He's about an auto up just from the extra damage that he got down onto the minions early on.
Patiently waiting, so he's going to drop the minions back so he has a little easier time to farm back here.
Yeah, and it's his first minion off the second wave that is going to give him level 2, so expect him to go all in, well, at least land damage down onto Bjergsen if Bjergsen can't equalize
100,000,000%.
There you go, though. Even timing on these two. It's going to be neck and neck for a long time.
See the movement as well. They're kind of keeping opposite sides of each other, mirroring that position so they don't get any auto attacks in. They're not wanting... We see 8 to 8 here in CS. Very, very even, and I don't feel like they're going to miss any for quite some time unless they can actually get this minion wave to the turret. Bjergsen just walking that minion out to the side. And the trade so far, very respected by both sides. Nobody has gone all in, seeing the 2, and probably 3 is going to come out.
Yeah, it is off the...
All right.
Ooh, good trade, good trade. Although Bjergsen does have slightly more mana, I'm kind of interested in whether either of them are running mana regen in this situation. Bjergsen will hit 3, PraY hits 3 as well. Both of them running 6-6-18, so going for that sustain build that we've seen before. I'm interested to see what runes and masteries are being run between these two. I'll take a look at them now.
All right, PraY taking a little bit more damage. Bjergsen does have a lead here as he's going to heal up a bit, but takes that light across the face. He is not feeling good. Remember, they can talk to each other. You see PraY smiling right now, knowing he got a bit of an advantage with that Q, but the mana is still low. Goes for the Relentless Pursuit and also hits the Q. Very nicely done with the Piercing Light. Now he's out of mana, though. He's got to be careful. Bjergsen still has a Pursuit under his belt, but cannot go for it. Relics have spawned. It looks like we'll get a little more back and forth.
Yeah, it looks like Bjergsen, I believe, has ever so slightly less armor in this trade. So it means every time that PraY trades into him, Bjergsen should take ever so slightly more damage from this. So PraY is going to look to utilize that, but I believe Bjergsen's traded at 4 slight mana regen. So we'll watch his mana bar as this game continues.
A lot of things we see is a mistimed exhaust within these fights as well. It throws things off greatly if you're to use that too late. You already took too much damage because then the Ignite just starts eating through you and you can't get done what you need to after the other guy's down with Ignite, or exhaust rather, because you're now getting exhausted. So it becomes a very tricky situation of who uses it first, or if you're the second guy to use it, who's going to be on top.
This is a very, very tense start to this game because it's, PraY does manage to take...
That's big.
That is a big, big factor there as PraY takes it. We'll get, of course, the regen off that.
It's one of those mechanics you got to think about. What side are you on when the time of the Relic is going to spawn? Bjergsen mainly playing the left side the whole time so far, and that really played in favor of PraY. 5 as well. He's going to get 6 before Bjergsen does if he doesn't move back.
PraY is getting really good trades here. He's hitting both minions and Bjergsen. And what that's forcing is Bjergsen, as he takes more damage, forcing Bjergsen to try and counter push this wave because he doesn't want it pushing under the turret because that is what gives PraY so much freedom. And keep in mind, this version of Howling Abyss, the towers do extra damage to the creeps. 2 tower shots will kill a melee minion outright, so you can't let that happen. And the back creeps will get killed with, it's just 1 shot and then an auto. So it's very different to Summoner's Rift.
Riot, please. So, long swords on the side of PraY. Gotta get more long swords. And it looks like it's gonna be more sustain on the side of Bjergsen. So he actually turns his long sword into a scepter. He'll come back to lane and actually maybe try to trade more in this instance.
The only problem with this is keep in mind that that's extra upfront health that PraY is going to have from those Doran's blades. Plus he has that ever so slight more armor, so it means he should be able to trade initially more effectively, and then Bjergsen will have to just regen back up.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be working out too well right now. Still a relic behind PraY if he even needs to get it. Bjergsen's going to walk into his. It does not give him too much back. PraY has put him up and top off his health bar. And Bjergsen knows the damage trade is not in his favor right now. The CS is already starting to go in favor of PraY. The exhaust is down. There's the calling. One last shot on the tail of Bjergsen, but does not take him down. He may be forced to go back to base without another relic here. He's going to try to stay for the minion wave and for the levels. He's still not 6. This could be it. One more shot. Bjergsen goes down for game 1 of the best of 3. PraY takes it.
PraY does take it, just got better trades time and time again, was able to just survive through the damage of Bjergsen, and PraY, even though he used his Ignite earlier, had his exhaust still up, so even if Bjergsen had tried to go in with that Ignite of his own, he would have been fine. And you can see just here, just the trade. The culling comes out from PraY a little later, not quite enough.
He timed that perfectly as his exhaust wore off.
Oh yeah.
That's just that second nature you have in the back of your head. You don't have to worry about what's on you. You know the play. You think about what your enemy is thinking about. You can get inside his head. Easy peasy for PraY there.
And that was such a tough spot for Bjergsen because he can't really back away because if he recalls, he loses about 10 creeps to the tower.
Ways behind.
Yeah, and he was already a good 8 down at that point. So what do? Do you try and stick around? Do you try and dodge out the piercing light? And really, not a lot that could happen there. Bjergsen just fell a little too far behind. We'll see exactly what he can bring us for game 2, though, because, again, best of 3.